you're held captive here. However, we want you here. We welcome you in. We want you to feel the good vibe tribe energy. We want you to hear from these amazing guests tonight about their life and love journey in streaming, but off app as well, and a lot of other amazing things. All right. So thank you for joining us. I'm going to jump right into the things that we do every week. But before I do that, this is season 9, episode 5. Somebody get me an assistant. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, I can do this. November 11th, 2023. Spam some butterflies in the chat, would ya? Let's do it. Let's do it. All right. So spam some butterflies. Let me know you're in here. Shout out yourselves. Connect in the chat. Remember, it's a featured show. So I am reading the chat. So are my amazing moderators and bouncers in here. I'm so glad you're here. And after 8, I will be able to engage with box chats, and we can box party, we can battle chat, we can just have a lot of fun. And tonight we're going to have fun, but it is a featured show hour. So please remember that as we proceed. All right, here we go. I want to remind you of, well, we do 3 things in here. We try to do them every stream and definitely every show. We share a healthy living tip. I do. To help you through your next week. I also encourage you to embrace a loving affirmation, and we tell a few jokes. Now, I had to think outside the box this week because, as most of you know, we are in a volatile time in our earth, in our world, in our nation, on our apps. A lot of you can feel the tension. So I want you to know you're not alone. And I'll talk more on that in a moment. And I also want you to remember, as your healthy living tip of this week, I want you to be encouraged. This is your permission. It's not that you need it, but sometimes we need to hear it from someone other than ourselves. I want you to pour into your own cup. Many of you in here right now are givers. You are people who do for others more than you might even do for yourself. I want you to please embrace this. Screenshot it if you would like. Chat it in the chat if you would. Pour into your own cup. Pour into my own cup. Pour into our own cup. Please remember, we cannot pour to others. We cannot give to others from a healthy place if we are not giving to ourselves first. On the airplane, they remind you, please put on your air mask prior to helping others. It is the same in life. As we proceed through our life, we must take care of our basic needs: water, food, love, rest, ways to succeed, ways to rejuvenate our energy. We must pour into our own cup first in order to pour into others. Please remember to not neglect yourself. As much as we give, and I'm a giver as well, we still need to give to ourselves. That is your healthy living tip of this week. I will remind you at the end. Your loving affirmation this week. And now I pulled out a book of mine. If you know, you know, and if you don't, welcome. I'm Triple L. This is the featured show, Living and Loving with Triple L. We have 2 amazing guests coming up in just a moment to share their journey in life and in love as live streamers. I am going to ask you, as you proceed through your week, to remember that you are not alone. I pulled out a book that I have had for many years, gifted to me by someone special in my life. It's called Listening with Your Heart. It's lessons from Native America. If you don't know, I am Native American, and I am proud to be a Native American. You are not alone. I'm going to read a quote from the book. Bear with me. Reading glasses are required. But here we go. All right. So November 11th, 2023, I want you to remember, we are not alone. The spirits of those gone before guide our steps and our traditions, our beliefs. We are not alone. The care of those around us leads us to healing and wholeness and comfort. We are not alone. This is a Mohawk, and I don't know about that tribe name. It's a healing quote from the tribes, and I'll have to tell you that name after because I can barely read it. But here is the passage. And you are not alone. We are not alone. I need you to remember this as we proceed. We have an obligation to humanity. I believe this with all my spirit, all my knowingness that we have an obligation to do better and be better as humans each day, each moment, and to the collective worlds. I really, 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 really encourage you to also share that to your live streams. Please be responsible when you stream. Please be respectful and kind and encouraging. We never know what someone else is going through, and we never know that something we may say may not help someone in a very impactful way. So please remember, you are not alone. Pour into your own cup, and we got this, okay? Now, Miss CW, in just a moment, I'm going to ask you to request the box. Thank you for the butterflies, my dear. I want you to get ready for two phenomenal women. They are both successful live streamers. One is a featured show host. They are both mothers. They have both had a challenging journey in motherhood. I'll let them speak on that as what they want to share with us tonight. But they are phenomenal. And when I say phenomenal, phenomenal. So please sit back, get comfortable, spam the blue hearts, spam the heart on fire when my guests come in. Support them in the chat, encourage them, favorite them, and gift them as much as you like. That is the best part about the Living and Loving show. We are here to encourage and uplift each other as we proceed through this thing we call life. All right, now, without further ado, it is also Veterans Day, and we will talk more on that in just a moment. But I want you to remember as we go on to our evening, it is actually Remembrance Day all over the world. It's called different things, but it's being celebrated in France. It's celebrated in Canada. You guys join my streams. I like to be silly about Canada. But my neighbors to the north in Canada, I got a lot of accents over here. But anyway, so they are also celebrating Remembrance Day, but it is Veterans Day for those who have served in the military at some capacity and successfully exited the military, as I was reminded just a few days ago by a veteran himself, 18 years of service. Shout out to JJ. All right, so before I tap into my very first, most amazing guest, I have to share with you just a few jokes, okay? And I often tell you, put on a silly hat, put on a silly sock, put on something silly. So tonight, I'm gonna put on a silly crown mask thing, okay? Just be silly with me for just a few minutes, all right? Just for a few minutes, all right? Shake off your worries, get comfortable, get a snack, and come on and just hang out with us, all right? Favorite each other as you like, and please be kind in the chat. Okay, here we go. On to the jokes. So we did the healthy living tip. We did the loving affirmation, and now this is the laugh part. Live, love, laugh. That's the triple L. Live well, love more, laugh always. Okay, here we go. What did the person say to their fingers? What did the person say to their fingers? I'm counting on you. I'm counting on you. Okay, waka, waka, waka. Okay, all right. Again, never said they were good jokes, just said they're jokes. All right, here we go. Next joke. How does the ocean say hello? You guys have heard this one before because I love the ocean. I don't know if you can see my backdrop, but yes, yes. Okay, good. You guys got that one. All right, I had to give you one easy one. Just kidding. All right, so it waves. How does the ocean say hello? It waves. All right, all right. Welcome in, everybody. We have our first guest coming up, Miss CW. Get comfortable, get ready, spam those blue hearts, because after this joke, it's all about this amazing queen. All right, she's in the chat right there. Hit that favorite on her. Get ready to gift her. Let's hit a dragon. Let's hit a dragon. Both of my guests, good gracious. All right, here we go. How do you hire a horse? How do you hire a horse? And again, it's a joke. Hee-haw. Not a hee-haw. Okay, here we go. You put it on a ladder. You hire the horse. You put it on a ladder. Waka, waka, waka. Okay, all right, enough. I know. All right, welcome in, everybody. Hi, I'm your host, Triple L. It's the Living and Loving Show. Thank you for joining me on a Saturday night. You have a lot of places to be, and I'm really glad you're here. My first guest, like I mentioned, is Miss CW. I'm going to ask that she request the box when she's ready. I want you to know that this amazing human hosts a featured show live here on the platforms. She is a successful streamer. She's also a very significant gifter. That is important too. We are a trifecta or a triple fecta of streamer, viewer, and gifter. It takes our team. Stream work only happens when we dream big together and we stream together. So thank you so much for her to be here tonight. We have planned this for quite a few weeks, and we have some exciting things to share with you as well that'll be upcoming as we connect and create together. All right. Are you ready? It's time. I'm already shedding tears, so let me stop. But if I cry my lashes off, just go with it, okay? Here we go. Miss CW, welcome in as we discuss life and love with Triple L.
Thank you so much for having me.
Hi. Oh my gosh, I love your fedora. It's adorable. Is it a fedora? It's a fedora, right?
Donnie.
So
Thank
cute.
you so much.
Yes, you guys, gift away, okay? Please don't hold anything back. I love it when my guests get appreciated for their time and talents as they share their journeys with us. So welcome, big air hugs, butterfly hugs and kisses. I want to just say, I know I mentioned it when we were, chatting on offline. If I ask anything that you don't want to talk about, just skip right over it. So you being comfortable and sharing what you want to share matters most to me as my guest tonight. So please just keep that in mind, but also share what you want to share. And we're all here to listen and learn and to grow with you in the Stream Dream. So how does that sound?
Great. Perfect.
Okay.
Thank you so much. I appreciate the shout out and just your kindness. Thank you for that.
Of course. Okay, so let's talk. Let's just have let's get in there. Let's get
Oh my God!
I hope
What's that?
Millies and stuff. Let's freaking go. Did it even show me?
No, a Vito gift?
Oh, it did. Yes, it was Vito. Amazing. Okay, I was like, did it even? Okay, yes. Let's go. Spam those blue hearts. Good gracious, y'all. I don't have a blue heart. I got a pink heart. But let's spam those emojis for Miss CW. Please welcome her in with a lot of love in the chat. Please hit that favorite. Follow her social media. Reach out to her to be on her featured show after this show, of course, because she's busy right now.
Okay. My show will be on tomorrow. We'll be on tomorrow at 5 p.m. Eastern Time, Making a Match. Come by, check it out. I mean, I love it. I think it's a lot of fun. I make a lot of connection with people. It's very interactive with the viewers. So I'm really enjoying it. It's my favorite time to stream.
I love it. Yes, Sundays at 5. That's a perfect hour, right? Everybody's kind of settling in. They're getting ready to prepare for the next week. They get to be with you, start their week off right. I love it. So 5 p.m. Sundays, Making a Match with Miss CW. Don't miss it.
Yes, Donnie was on my show. I had a Halloween edition, and Donnie was on the show. He was the bachelor on the show, the male contestant, and it went very, very well. It was fun. I asked a lot of Halloween questions to them. So a lot of the questions that I ask of the contestants are all yes and no answers. Very simple. Like you said, they're not too personal. I try not to cross that boundary with with the people as well. So because I want to make them feel comfortable.
I love it. I love it. And guess what, y'all? Triple's gonna be on our show soon.
I'm gonna be doing a Christmas top badge edition. So I will definitely be in touch with you.
So yes. So y'all look forward to that. I'm excited. I'm nervous, but excited. So thank you for inviting me to be a part of it. And you know what I love about Miss CW? I can't brag enough about her, but she is very prepared. She is organized to a T. She has her from what I know, okay? And I know we all, like people might think I'm organized, but then they see, my real life with 3 kids. They're like, oh no, she's not actually. But we gotta be.
I made some mistakes.
But I really admire the way you post and you're proactive with getting your guests and you think way out in advance. And that speaks a lot to your professionalism as a show host. So shout out to you.
Thank you so much.
So let's talk about how you became a live streamer here on the apps, and which app are you a main streamer on?
Okay, so first I was streaming on Meet Me for a while, and I kind of left. I kind of just left abruptly, and then I try streaming on a different app, and then I left there because I started streaming now with POF, and I was streaming probably I think it was 2 weeks, and then I was reached out by the admins, and it was like, would you like to try a trending status and blah blah blah. So I was like, you know what? Okay, thank you. So, and that's how my journey started. And that was exclusively here on this app in March of 2023.
Amazing. So
Yeah.
welcome and welcome back. And
Thank
I
you.
am so excited that you were brave enough to start again. You know, sometimes it's just there's different reasons, but I know many streamers who have and just chose a different route, and then all of a sudden it just does what we were hoping for as a streamer, right? What we were looking for and want, and I'm proud of you for doing that. And welcome to the Plenty of Fish family,
Thank
because
you.
I really love that app. That's where I stream as well. So
Okay,
yay.
wonderful. Good to
Yay.
know.
Okay, so everybody spam those blue hearts. Favorite Miss CW. We're talking about life and love as a successful streamer and a featured show host. So now you've been on this platform since March, very successful, right?
I don't know about that one, but anyways, I mean, everybody views it how they want. I'm a very humble streamer. I'm just very blessed. I feel very honored and thankful, and I appreciate everyone who stops by and just even to chat with me. So thank you to all of you lovely people out there who do come to my stream and say hello to me. That is the best part of streaming. I love the interaction with them. When they get quiet, I kind of get quiet too.
Yes, I
You guys
agree.
gotta talk. Yeah.
I agree. I totally agree with that. It makes it more fun to have the connections in the chat, in the
Yes.
box, and the battle
Yes.
chat, all that. It definitely makes it a lot more fun.
Yes.
So, what are some of your goals as a streamer right now? I mean, obviously you're hosting a featured show. You're doing well as a streamer. What is something you're looking forward to as you continue to grow and maintain your success?
Oh my God. I would probably say just making more connections. I find that I need to do more networking. I'm kind of been, I'm like, because of my personal life, it's very hard for me to be on the app and try to network more, or even participate in a lot of the shows or different things that are happening, or even doing some of the auctions, because I've got other things happening in my personal life as well. So I'm not always on. I'm like sporadic on and off. So it would be, I would say, I'm just more just grateful for this journey, and hopefully it continues.
Yes.
Hopefully it continues.
I hear you, and you're right. And I'm grateful that you said that, because I often say we're real life people that stream, or we're streamers that have a real life, right? And it's important that we balance that. And I know a bit of what you shared with me right before we went to this show tonight.
Yeah.
And I want to just love you, because there's just so much to what you shared, and you can share whatever you want to share, and we don't talk about what you don't want to talk about. But
Sure. I mean, I'll definitely touch on that. And all of you out there, if you ever add your blue hearts next to your name, those are, for me, that represents autism. And I have a son who has autism. I have twins. They're now going to be 18. My daughter just went into university, and naturally he's here still. So he's having a little bit of a hard time with the separation from his sister. But it's good, but it's busy. He's still, he's functioning probably at a level of a 6-year-old, 7-year-old. And so there's a lot of things that he needs constantly. And so that's one of the biggest reasons why I'm really like up and off on the app. Sometimes I'm here, and a lot of times I'm not here. And I try not to stream too much when he's around. When he's with me. And like on the show, I usually try to settle him down, but he's interrupted my featured show a few times. But you know, it is what it is. So we got to do what we got to do.
Absolutely.
Good. Yeah.
Absolutely.
So yeah, and then I have an eldest daughter. She's 31, and she's like doing her own thing. I'm so proud of her. She's living in Georgia. She's a physician assistant. She's doing very, very well for herself. So I'm so proud of my eldest.
Oh
I'm
my
proud of
gosh.
all of my kids.
Absolutely. As you should be. And please, please be proud of yourself. Holy moly. I'm a bit, the age of my children are a bit low, younger, but you're a mother of three. And shout out to you. Kudos to you for being
Thank
so
you.
strong, brave, and smart, because raising children is like no other thing in the world. Whether we're mother or father,
It's
if
a
we are involved in
lot.
raising our children, it's a
It,
lot.
it's a lot, and I'm older too. So it's like I can't do as much as I used to do. I used to do a lot more. It's a lot. It's really hard when you're older. I'm in my 50s, and it's not easy. But I keep going. I keep moving. I just, I pray every day. God, give me your strength. Give me energy. Make me keep going. Keep me positive, and that's what keeps me moving forward.
Yes. Yes. Yes, and yes, and yes. You all, please, if you're just joining us, shout out to the 486 viewers so far. Blast to your friends. Tell them where you're at. Let them know Miss CW's in the building and you need to hit her with the fave. This is the featured show, Living and Loving with Triple L. We're here every Saturday, 7 p.m., 8 to 8 p.m. Eastern Time. If you'd like to be a guest, reach out to me on IG, but favorite her and follow her social medias, please. Hi, JW. Hi, DJ R Type. Hi, everybody. Hi, hi, hi. And please hit that favorite on this amazing queen. Okay. So we talked about streaming and we started to dip into real life. And I wondered if you'd be open to talking about my favorite topic, which is love. Okay. I got a lot of hearts, like
Oh,
literally everywhere in my house. But you again share what you want to share, and there's no pressure.
oh boy.
Oh
Oh
boy.
God.
And we don't have to.
So no,
We
no, it's all good. Um, so with those three children, I was married for 21 years. Um, Everything was, as it seems like everything's great, but then you realize that things are different and they've changed, and we kind of departed and went our separate ways. And I've been on my own for the last 9 years. And I'll be honest with you, it's very difficult dating. I find it extremely challenging. Um, I think as my children were growing up too, I find that another hurdle. It's hard to fit time in to add in dating along with everything else that's on your plate as a mom. So, and then I actually fell in love with someone a couple years ago, but it didn't work out. And I've been like, just kind of, just kind of getting over all of that. I've been alone for a long time since that relationship. Thank you so much.
And please help me. Thank you so much. Y'all are on it tonight. Thank you so much, everybody. Let's just not even give any energy to those that are trying to be important. Anyway, so that's how I say it. They're trying to get some kind of, I don't know. Anyway, we don't do that here. Okay, so back to you.
I don't let
Um,
that bother me anyways.
Years, after separation and divorcing and all that, and that is, I as a divorcee myself, that is like I don't wish divorce on my worst person in the world. I really
Hmm.
don't, because it hurts. It's like a death, but it's not, and it's worse. And especially if you have children and property, and it's just not fun, right? And it's
Right, right, right.
painful. It's
It
painful.
is.
So healing from that is so much. And then to try to dip our toes out, I say, like, dip my toe back out and try to date, like you were saying, is so challenging. And then to have something else, and I've been there as well, tried to date again and it not succeed. It's like another, it's an ouchie. It's a big ouchie.
Right.
Um, but I'm proud of you for not giving up on love. Obviously, you deserve love. You're such a loving mother and person. Um, and so I'm proud of you for keeping going, even though it's been challenging, because it is, as parents and as older women. I'm 46, and I've been a solo parent for almost 10 years. So I totally can relate to what you're saying.
Mhm.
What kind of advice would you give someone who is streaming and, open to love, but not jumping right in, being patient and kind and just open to love when it happens healthfully, right? What kind of encouragement or advice would you give someone that is a streamer that's looking to date again?
I would say, naturally be honest. Be honest with your feelings. Take things very slow. Um, um, communicate with each other. Jealousy should go out the window. Unfortunately, there's some people become very jealous, and it can be, so toxic. I probably think that jealousy has got to be the biggest thing, and trust. You should trust the streamer. If you're if you're getting involved with a streamer, you should trust the streamer, because
Agreed. Yes.
if she or he did not want to get involved with you, they wouldn't have done it. So the reason they cross the line with someone is because they care about you, and they don't just cross that line for anybody.
I agree. And a lot of folks are putting wonderful things in the chat, and I echo some of those sentiments in there, y'all. And y'all can have your own conversation in the chat. If you know, and if you don't, well, feel free to chat. But please keep it kind and respectful and encouraging. And yes, spam those blue hearts. You're right. It is, as a streamer, when you have a public persona, and I know you know this too over your years of, being in your fields of what you've done, I know I can just tell from your energy and your professionalism. When you're in a larger group and an audience of any sort, and someone wants to date you, and you also as the streamer or the person want to date, there has to be a high level of trust, right? And respect and communication, because as we know, people love to get in the middle of things, and that's just not fun, right? So
I just think that jealousy has got to be the hardest, because if you're going to cross that line with the streamer, or a streamer's going to cross that line with a viewer, whatever the case may be, or another streamer, I mean, the jealousy is the one thing that I've seen it, or my experience with it in my past is the one killer. And I've always say, if I never, and I would always remind that one person, be like, if I didn't want this, why am I putting all my energy into chatting with you or talking with you or being around you? Like jealousy should be the last thing. You should be able to be friends with anyone you want to be. There's like no boundaries, really. There shouldn't be. Maybe you might not like somebody, but that shouldn't stop me from liking them.
Agreed. And it's, oh goodness, we could have a whole show over this. Maybe we should have a discussion show about this, either you or I mean, or I would be happy to host it, or just on a random night when you have we could set it up, because it's such a wonderful topic and it's so important. Many of us do join these apps to meet people, if not for dating, but definitely companionship or friendship, and to navigate those boundaries as we stream, and our viewers, gifters. It's a lot, and there's so much to talk about. And you're right, that is a huge red flag, and something that has to get worked through, right, to succeed in a relationship. Before I let you go,
yes,
let me know what's upcoming for you, and let's shout out your show again, of course, because it's tomorrow. But anything else you'd like to share with us before you go, and anything upcoming we can support you in as you keep streaming and being amazing you.
Okay, so for right now, it's just my show every Sunday from 5 to 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, called Making a Match. And my show, I'll give you just a quick outline of what happens in my show. And in my show, I'll have 4 contestants. This weekend, tomorrow, will be, give me a second, I'm trying to remember now, be 1 male and 3 females. I think I got that right. Yeah, 1 male and 3 females.
Love it.
And what you guys are going to do, the audience, all the viewers, you along with me are going to tell me who you think is least compatible with the male contestant. It's not a dating game. It's about compatibility. So for example, one of the most favorite questions that I will tell you that I love asking, and I'll ask it right here, and you'll see how many different responses you'll get. All right. Does pineapple belong on pizza? Does pineapple belong on pizza? Yes, no, no, yes, no, yes, no, yes. I absolutely love that question. It cracks me up every time. Still, hell no. And so that's like one of the questions that I ask, and then so I take note of how they respond to it. So naturally, let's say he says yes, and two of the women say yes, and one woman says no. Well, I'll take note of the woman that says no. So I'm trying to find who is least compatible based on all the yes and no questions that I ask of them. And then the audience also chooses after the end of round one who they think is least compatible. So we see if we can make a match. So then that person gets eliminated. They're gone from the show. And then we move forward with two women. As of tomorrow, there'll be two women left and him, and they'll ask him more questions. And then the same thing after that round. Then I'll do a poll and I'll ask the audience again who they pick that is most compatible with him. And then I'll do the same. And again, we see if we make that perfect match. Again, it falls under the dating umbrella, but it's not an actual date. It's all about compatibility, and it's all pure for entertainment purposes only.
I love it. I love it. And it's a lot of fun. I mean, look at the divisiveness.
It
just
really is. It's my favorite time to stream.
Amazing. Y'all, this is Miss CW. Make sure you follow her social media. Link up with her for her featured show. Join her live streams. She has her show tomorrow night at 5 p.m. Eastern. She's amazing, as you can see.
Thank you so much for all the support. Thank you, Donnie. Thank you.
Thank you for being here. Thank you, Vito.
Thank you so much.
I hope you'll hang out with us for a few more minutes if you have it to get to know Hot Mess. But if not, I totally understand. I know our babies come first, no matter how old they get, right? They always come right close to us or before us. So thank you again. And I can't wait to connect with you about your show for December.
Awesome. That would be great. And Donnie will be there too. So you'll be in good hands.
Oh, Lords. Okay. Amazing. Thank you so much.
Thanks again for having me. Bye, everyone. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Bye, Miss CW. Bye for now. Bye. Only for now. Hi, everyone. If you're just joining us, this is the Living and Loving Show with Triple L. Don't mind my eyelash. She has a mind of her own. It is, let's see, holy moly, 7:42 on the East Coast. Welcome in. Welcome in. You just heard from our first guest of the night, Miss CW. Spam those blue hearts. We have another amazing heart guest tonight. She is a longtime stream friend of mine, and I am not going to talk too much because I want you to get to know her. This is her second time on the show. Might be third, to be honest, because we've known each other many years. Okay. Her name is Hot Mess. You can fill in the blanks. Spam those hearts on fire like Donnie, Top Badge Donnie. That is Hot Mess's emoji. You could also just spam the fire, look in the nature emojis and spam the fire. She is an amazing queen. It is Veterans Day here celebrated in the United States. It is Remembrance Day in Canada. It is in France also something, I think it's, I'm going to slaughter the name, but it's like Armistice Day. It's, again, a Remembrance Day. Many countries today on November 11th celebrate remembering service members of their country. So please, as we welcome in amazing Hot Mess, she is so much more. She is a veteran. She is a mother. She is a strong human. She's had a journey that would bring most of us to our knees, and some of us would never have gotten up, literally. So without further ado, I welcome in my dear friend. I'm not crying, you're crying. Hot Mess. And again, please favorite her, gift her as much as you would like, and welcome her in with those fire hearts. Hot Mess. After 8, I don't have to bleep out the A.
cry already. Oh my
I'm
goodness.
sorry. Sorry. Okay,
Woo.
all right. I really, okay, all right. Hi. Big
Hi,
air hugs,
beautiful.
big
Huge
butterfly
hugs.
kisses. Thank you for being here. I
You are
know
very
we,
welcome.
you know me. It's like we agreed on a date, and I like wrote you before I went to my calendar. I was like, good Lord, Triple, like what? But I'm
Hey,
so glad it worked out tonight because I
it
feel like
did.
it's just fitting for this day as
For
we
sure. For
celebrate
sure.
our veterans, which is you. So,
You are
okay.
amazing host. Whew. You got me, girl.
So
Okay, let's.
welcome in. I'm so happy you're here. Those of you that don't know, amazing hot. I'm gonna shorten it to hot for now, or hot mess. But she was just at Live Fest just last weekend. She got to meet a lot of you live, including Top Edge Donnie, Vito, and Miss
Yes.
CW, and so many other amazing folks. So, especially being with what she just went through recently, which she can share in a moment. That is just like a miracle to me. It's like a miracle. I'm sure it is to you too. So,
It was. It was. It was an amazing time. Got to meet Donnie, several others. Thankfully, my situation allowed me to do so. But
and I'm so happy for that. Okay, so let's step back for a moment and pretend we don't know each other.
okay.
And yes, y'all keep the gifts flowing. Make sure you connect with her social media, follow her here, and join her live streams. So let's talk about your journey in streaming, and again, share what you want to share tonight, and that's how we always do it. And whatever we don't want to talk about, we don't. Um, but talk to us about your journey because I know it's been a little bit unique and also not unique. Many of us go through similar.
My
Um,
journey
yes.
in streaming, it started just on the dating side of the app. And I found that magical little live button. Sorry, my voice is a little weak, but we'll get to that. And then I was hooked. I started as a viewer for probably 2, 3 months. And then I went live myself. I believe I met Triple L at that time, about a year and a half ago. We were going we were going for top badge. I was very close, was on Triple's show a few times, as everyone knows. But then I got into a relationship that, in turn, like what you guys were just talking about, jealousy, stalking, all of that. Long story short, it didn't pan out well. I disappeared off the app for a good 3, 4 months. But now I'm back. I'm ready to freaking, I'm ready to go, ready to tackle the dream of Top Badge again. And I have some amazing supporters and friends, even more so than I did on my first account. So I think we've I think we've got this one in the bag.
I love it. And welcome back.
Thank
And,
you.
I remember when you told me that you were going to step back. And I was like, "Ah." And I remember, we talked about it and we,
We
we wrote to
did.
each other. And I just encouraged you to do what was right for you, which you did. And I also told you when you're ready to come back, I'm here. And so,
Exactly.
and not that
Yes.
I knew what was going to take place, and I know you didn't either. We always go into our next step or our next chapter with optimism and hope and belief that it succeeds, right? Of course. I mean, that
Exactly.
makes sense, but sometimes it doesn't. And welcome back. And we're so happy you're back.
I'm
Um,
excited.
and you're doing amazing. And let's talk a little bit before we dip into some other love things, and we can, you know, again, we can take this organically where the conversation goes and what you want to
Okay.
share, and definitely want to talk about your service time and how that impacted your overall wellness, right? At
Right.
where you are now. And again, I'm going to say miracle a lot tonight, y'all, because it's miracles. It's literally, she's a miracle. She's a walking bionic woman and she is a miracle. Okay. So maybe we should just go there. Maybe we should talk about it. Someone did ask, what did you do what was your job in the service? What was your
So
position?
I joined the military straight out of high school back in 1998. I decided I'm going to go serve my country. I was daddy's little girl. I wanted to show him that I'm the strong woman that he made me, that he built. And like he is my rock. He was so
Mm,
proud. But I joined in 98, went through all the training, My job was a 92 Romeo. So that is a parachute rigger. So I learned how to pack parachutes. And with that, we had to jump out of airplanes. So yes, I've jumped out of a perfectly good airplane. Unfortunately, on one of my missions, I had a bad landing and I landed directly on my tailbone. And I herniated 4 discs in my low back. From that point on, they processed me through a medical discharge. So I am medically retired, honorable discharge, but I do have titanium in my spine. I had L5S1 fused back in 2009. And then just recently, on October 2nd, I had my C5, 6, and 7 in my neck fused. I have the lovely, I'm still healing. I'm about 5 weeks out, which is why my voice is a little weak and raspy to say. But I did it. I was terrified. They entered through the front of my neck. And there's a lot going on up there. Like you have some major arteries up there. So I was terrified. We got through it. Recovery has been a little rough, but with all my viewers and my friends and Triple, I mean, she's given me advice on things to put on my incision. The VA does have great doctors and they let me actually pick my surgeon. So I got to go to a civilian doctor, which was a blessing all in of itself. So, but I've got it. I was healed enough and felt good enough to go hit Live Fest and meet everybody. It was such a blessing.
And I want to say, and again, my lashes are going to come off. Okay. But I want to say that, something that's really important is that we do things that light us up inside, especially when we're in a health journey. Okay. When
Right.
we're in a healing phase. I know you know this, but also just for everyone to hear this, what lights you up inside, what lifts your spirits. It's important to do those things, especially when you're in a hard time. And it takes a lot of strength when you're in physical pain or
Right.
emotional pain or all the pains. It's important that you do what fuels your fire inside and keeps you motivated to keep going. And I'm so proud of
Exactly.
you to get out there and meet all those amazing streamers and reignite your fire for streaming and for connecting, because it hurts. I mean, you were literally hurting, and then you had to have some revisits to heal, and make sure
Mm-hmm.
you weren't fighting infection, just it's like, I'm so proud of you. And it's important that you are an inspiration to so many. And y'all, please
Thank you
watch this
so
chat. Lord
much.
have mercy, it's
Thank you
the
so
wildest.
much.
Who knows what it is? Good God, it's
It's,
almost a new moon. We'll blame it on that. Okay.
yes,
But
it's the moon.
so 4 discs, you know in one landing, your whole life changed. And at that
Right.
time, though, what people don't know is you were already a mother, right? Or
I was a
you were.
single mom. This is where my tears will probably start flowing. But yes, I was a single mom. I had my daughter while I was in the military. And what you might not know is that as a single mom in the military, you don't have the choice to stay home and be with your newborn child. At 6 weeks, you're back to work. So having to hand over this little tiny 6-week-old baby to a daycare center was it was heartbreaking. But I am still to this day friends with the woman that took care of my child.
Oh,
And the nurse that took care of her when she was born. We're tight. Like they were amazing people. They
wow.
held my hand through it all. They supported me through it all. And then I got out of the service when she was 1 year old. I missed her first steps because as I was out processing from the military, I uh, sent her to my mom so she could be properly cared for while I'm running around out processing out of the military. But
After you were injured, I mean,
yeah,
in your
yeah,
career, in your military field. So yeah,
yeah,
so
they kicked me
obviously
out.
you not, I mean, you broke your back. You broke your spine in 4 different discs jumping out of airplanes for the military. So it makes sense that you can't actually care for your littlest one. She was tiny. She still had a lot
She
of
was itty
needs.
bitty. Yeah.
But thank God for the amazing caregivers that you're still friends with, your mother, shout out to them. These strong other women that were supporting you. I'm sure there were men involved as well that were there supporting
Indeed.
you. And even now, and we can shout them out as well. But this is hot a mess. Yes, she's on fire. Please light her up with gifts that you can give and
Thank
support
you
her
all.
live streams. She is a phenomenal human. She is a veteran as we celebrate here, or we remember our service members today here in America and all over the world. So, whew.
Yeah. Ooh.
And here you are. You just attended Live Fest. You're back to the Stream Dream. You're working, y'all. She's working through all this surgeries and healing. She's also still a mom. Hello? How old is your little one now? How old is that amazing little
She's
one?
21. She just turned 21 this year. She's beautiful. We had a rocky journey. Like, the struggle is real when you're a single mom, like with cutting and suicide attempts and drug addiction. Yeah. When you have to cut
I
your
love
own
you.
child off because of the way that they're treating you as a person, it's heartbreaking. But she got through it stronger than ever. She's healthy and happy and living her best life now. So I couldn't be more proud. Yeah.
Your daughter, the best is yet to come for her. The best is yet to come for you. You are here. It is November 11th, 2023. I bet there were many moments back that you probably didn't know how you were going to get to that next day. But here you are.
You
And
scrape yourself off the floor and you just keep going.
yes. And the wonderful part about our live community is when used properly, and there's a lot of gray area in that, y'all, but when used to uplift and encourage, we can actually build an amazing network of wonderful humans like you that can support me when I'm down, and I can come back and support you when you're down, and then we can support Miss CW or Donnie, or, I'm just randomly shouting out folks, Ryan or C. Joseph, we can do that. We can, as live creators and streamers, community orient ourselves to lift each other up and not tear each other down. And it makes it so much better.
It was my viewers and my little fam bam on here that got me through the majority of that. I believe in my last time I was on your show, I showed the writings that I had on the wall of all the motivational sayings and stuff that I would just stare at when I was in my funk. And I'd be like, okay, it's time to go. Dress up, show up, look good, feel good.
And keep it moving. Make it happen. And I know my lashes are wild, y'all. Just go with it, okay? Just go with it. This is Hot Mess. Hit her with the fave. Follow her. Social media. Connect with her. She is on her journey to top badge. So is Miss CW. Like she mentioned, Miss CW is a humble streamer. So is Hot, my Hot right here. Both of them are amazing women, and they are humble. But I both want them to go on to get that badge should they want it. And, when it happens, it will be right and it will happen. It is not easy to get there, but y'all, if it took me almost 3 years, anybody can do it. Okay. Anybody can get it if we try and we show up and we keep going, even during the ups and downs, right, of streaming, just like life. So love, now that here you are, you're healing. I feel like you're feeling, I know it's 5 weeks out, but overall your wellness and your spine, does it feel like there has been a shift from that last surgery?
Yeah, for sure. All my symptoms that I had prior to surgery are gone. Now I'm just dealing with the post-op. Hey, you just had surgery. You need to slow down and recover. Those kinds of pains and physical therapy and all that stuff. But I'm doing well. Yeah.
Good. Because I know you were in a lot of pain. I remember there was many streams before you were like, I gotta go. I'm tired. I'm hurting. Yeah. I'm going to have to go, but I love, I got to go, but I love you. I'm going to bed now. So I'm so glad that you're getting that relief from pain, because that's so important as you're building your next chapter. So what does your next chapter look like? Not on Stream Dream, but in real life. What are you looking forward to in love and in your next chapter? And I dream big. It's almost 2024. So let's I know my girl. She's got visions, y'all. So, and you don't have to share them all, but
Ideally, in my own personal journey, my own personal life, I would love to either sell my house or rent it out, get an RV and just travel. I want to stream as I do it. I want to like be a traveling streamer, show people the world, show them the United States, even go overseas. Having been in the military for 5 years, I never went overseas. So there's places I want to go. I want to see these places and I want to bring my people with me and even stop and visit them and see them along the way and make it real. Like these people in our streams, they're tangible, y'all. Like if you can build that amazing relationship with someone, go make it even more real. Go see them. Give them
I
a
agree.
hug. Like
I
the amount of
agree.
ugh. But yeah, I want to travel. On the love side, I don't know. I'm still recovering and healing from what I just went through. So maybe in a year, I'm not sure. I'm just looking for friends.
And that's important. Excuse my timer there. Just so I can say hot ass mess is in the box. I can curse now. We're out of featured hour. Everybody, hi. Welcome to the Living and Loving Show. We are still in the show, but we're out of featured hour, so I can say the A word. Which is wild. It really is a donkey. Okay. Anyway, this is amazing hot ass mess, and she is a personal friend of mine on the Stream Dream, and many of you got to meet her at Live Fest this past weekend. She's sharing her journey in life, in love, in military, in back breaking and back healing, in mothering and surviving motherhood, because Lord, is that one of the hardest emotional and physical journeys
Indeed.
one can ever, embark on. Shout out to all the parents, y'all, at any capacity. Shout out to all of us in the room. But so looking to possibly sell your house, get on the road and stream it. I love that.
It would be so fun.
It would be.
Just bring
And I know
everyone
you'll
on
have
my journey.
a whole group that will be a part of it, and I will, I would love it. I could see someone was mentioning a book, and I agree. If there's any time, I know you're busy, but if you have any time to write a page a day,
Really?
a page a day, that's how I write my book.
That is a great idea.
Measurable. And typing, we can get in there, right? We just, I can
Regurgitate all the words.
Right? But even a handwritten page a day, just some days it'll be 3 paragraphs, whatever. But if you could maybe start, I think that would be, I would read it for sure.
I will definitely give it some thought.
I bet you could come up with a really cool title too. I'm already visioning. So we're gonna have to chat about that for you.
Let's chat.
Okay, before I let you go, and of course you don't have to go anywhere unless you want to, but when will you be streaming next? Any upcoming events? And how can we further support you as we proceed in our stream dreams here?
I am in the process with collaborating with a few people. They're gonna help me kind of come up with a good timeline, time frames, some content, games, all that kind of stuff to do on my stream. I do need to get through a few life events before I can really hit the ground running.
Okay.
I usually stream around 5:36 Arizona time.
Okay.
So that's 9 Eastern, right? So I'm a late streamer, yeah.
For 2 hours, yeah. So it's like, so 7:30, 8:30-ish, something like that. It's out here on the east.
6-ish, yeah. Donnie and I battle frequently.
I saw some pictures, and we do too.
Yes, we do.
As I was looking in our chat from the Instagram, I saw some of the pictures of you and little amazing
Little Miss.
And so cute. I mean, we've had a lot of fun times, and honestly, some of your you being in my stream gives me strength. I just need you to know that. So thank you for being you, and thank you for coming back to the platform. But obviously, you got to do what's right for you, and that's what I always encourage everyone to do. We're all on our unique journey. Good God, these lashes, they're making me tear up. Anyway.
No more crying.
There's no crying and streaming. Thank you, Miss CW. Thank you, Hot Ass Mess. We can say it now. Thank you all for being here, y'all. Almost 1,000 viewers from 7 to 8 on a Saturday night. That's amazing. Please tap the favorite on these queens in here and join their live streams. And Hot is working on her schedule and streaming. Like she said, she's got to do real things first, and she'll build in her stream schedule. And just stay tuned. If you hit that favorite, you'll see when she's live. Yay. So are you going to be live tonight? And Miss CW, I'm not sure if you are, but put it in the chat, Miss CW, if you'd like to tell people.
I think I'm going to try to go live shortly after this. I got to make a few phone calls, but I was planning on it. I'm all gussied up. I may as well.
Yes, you look gorgeous. Phenomenal. And keep healing. Keep healing.
Yes.
Keep healing. And Miss CW is going live too. Look at us. We're having a Saturday night on the app, y'all. It's a party. So send some verses to each other, y'all, and let's have a great Saturday night. Thank you again for being here.
Love you. You're such an amazing host. Thanks for having me yet again, and we will battle chat soon.
And thank you for your service.
You are amazing. You are very welcome.
Bye for now. Hi, everyone. Thank you for being here. Please tap that star when you're ready. Follow my TikTok, Twitch, and Instagram. If you'd like to be a guest on my show, I would love to have you on. I have all levels of streamership on the app into our show, including other apps like Tagged and Sister Brother apps platforms. So if you are a social media presence at all, or you're an author or a coach or an athlete, or you have your own fitness program, or whatever your gifts are, if you would like to be on a show about life and love as a streamer, I would like to have you on. Just reach out to me on Instagram and let's do it. Thank you so much for being here tonight. I'm going to take a small break. I want to again thank you to my moderators, the people in red, the bouncers, for making sure the chat stayed healthy and happy as we proceeded through the show. Emoji J, if you're in here, I would love to do the outro. I'm not sure if he's in here, but if he is, if he could request the box. If not, I'm going to put on a thank you so much for being here, y'all. And just the after show, I will just take a quick break. I'll be right back. We can chat. We can have you all box up and we can explore more topics. The show is not over. It's just the featured show hour. Let's see. Okay, thank you, C. Joseph. Yeah, I'm just taking a lady break. I call him a lady break. But this is a song that I played today. I played Somewhere Over the Rainbow. If you don't know this artist, I am not going to say the name properly. But his name is, nope, that's Bob Marley. So we love him too, but that's not who I was going for. All right, here we go. His name is Israel, and it's Kamakaoiola. I did not say it well. He is a Hawaiian-based singer who remakes amazing songs. And this is his song, What a Wonderful World. I also recommend Somewhere Over the Rainbow. Please have a listen while I step away for a moment. Thank you to Top Badge Donnie, #1 gifter of the stream. Thank you so much for your support. What an amazing human he is. Miss CW, thank you again for being here on the show tonight. Thank you for sharing your journey in motherhood and streaming and love and in life. Vito, thank you for being here, supporting Miss CW and also supporting me as a show host. Donna, Westworld, Hot Mess, y'all are amazing and you make this world a better place. I promise. I won't lie to you. I'll be right back.